Hey, and welcome back to the 7 Deadly Sins of Affiliate Marketing. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering the 4th deadly sin, which is not building your own brand or not building brand you, right? So in a moment, I'll be sharing with you the 5 aspects or the 5 key pillars of building your own brand. But before we get into that, I just wanted to dwell for a minute on the key question of why build your own brand at all? Why is it important to build brand you? I mean, why can't you be like the thousands of other people who keep sending traffic to links and make their own sales? And the answer to that lies in the question itself. It's simply that there are thousands of people who are doing exactly the same thing. They're all sending traffic to links and expecting people to just buy, while they are being faceless entities behind and whom nobody has ever interacted with or know about. Or they are people who go on to offer bonus after bonus. They're falling over each other to offer more and more bonuses, more 3 bonuses, 5, 10, 15, 20 bonuses, and thereby convince prospects that there is greater value in buying from them. But in doing so, they can only have limited success, because it's like being a hamster on a wheel. I mean, how fast can you run? How many more bonuses can you give? If that is all the game is, then you're going to be limited very soon, because it does not take into account one fundamental way that people buy, one fundamental aspect of the dynamics of how people buy. And that is simply this, that people buy from people. People don't buy from web pages or sales pitches or whatever. They like to buy from people, because everything else that they look at, whether it's the price or the content of what you're selling or whatever, all that is of course important and it's critical. But all that helps to tick off the boxes in their head. But the connection that is required at a heart level, at an emotional level, at a psychological level, before people feel comfortable buying from you, that is made only when they know, like, and trust the person that they're dealing with. Now, whether that person is the affiliate in between or the salesperson at the end, or the vendor at the end. Either ways, it's only when they feel comfortable dealing with the person, the human being in between, and they feel a connection with that human being at a human level in between, that they actually feel comfortable buying from you. So if you want people to buy from you, then rather than load on 20, 30 bonuses and so on, and coupons and a whole lot of other incentives, the incentives will of course help, but the more important thing is to set yourself apart from the rest of the field by building yourself up as a distinct personality, as a distinct brand, as a person that somebody can know, like, and trust. When they do that, when you do that, when you set yourself up as that kind of a person, then you've really set yourself apart from the competition. You stand a much better chance of making the sale. Okay. Now, when it comes to building your brand, there are 5 key aspects, what I call the 5 pillars of building brand you. Okay. And these are the 5 pillars. The first one is the vision. When people want to get to know you, it's not just about knowing where you are from and what you do and all of that. Those are of course important things, because those are the basics of how people kind of identify other people, right? They are the identifiers. But to form the connection at a human level, people need to go beyond that and understand a little bit more about you, something deeper about you. What are your values? What are the things that you value most? What are you up to in life? What's your purpose in life? I mean, I could very well tell you that, hey, my name is Naresh and I'm from New Delhi, and I've been a brand marketing consultant for 25 years of my life, and I could say all that and you'd say, okay, interesting. But it's when I tell you that, look, 4 years ago, I came across a situation when I met a friend of mine that I felt really shaken and sad, because a happy, talented, musician of a friend of mine, suddenly I found him to be like beaten in life without any options, because he was, enslaved to his job. And that's when I decided that I would not only set myself free from this rat race, but enable 20,000 other people like my friend, to lead rich, fulfilled lives, lives that can allow them full self-expression. And that is my mission in life. Then suddenly there is a different level of relationship that I can form with you, right? So it's important to be very clear about your own vision, because one, it also gives you a sense of who you are and gives the other person a sense of who you are, right? The second thing is your backstory. Wherever you can relate incidents or situations from your life that makes the other person feel a little bit more connected to you, and in turn gives them a feeling that you will be able to relate with them and empathize with their situation in life, their aspirations, their struggles, their problems, etc., then automatically there's an invisible connection that's being formed. So a backstory is always very, very useful in defining your brand, because it tells you, it gives people those points where they can connect with you at a human level. Right? The third thing is your personality. What kind of a person are you? And there's no right answer here. There are different people who are different, all kinds of different, personality styles, right? There are people who are very happy-go-lucky, there are people who are very genial, and yet there are also people who are very stern and wise, like Bob Proctor. There are other people who are very driven and, no nonsense, like a very, very brusque style, like Gary Vee. Now, all these are different personalities in their own right. But the point is to have a very clear sense of personality. And in doing so, there will be a lot of people who will connect with you, and there will be a whole lot of other people who will not connect with you, and that's fine. But it's very important to be a very clear personality, right? To be having a very clear sense of who you are and a sense of self. The fourth thing is authority. How good are you in the subject matter that you're dealing with, right? Because if you're going to be making a recommendation to people to buy a certain product, then people need to feel that there is a certain amount of authority from where the recommendation is coming from, right? And even if it is not you, if you're just starting out, and that's fine, and you may not have the authority, but if you can borrow authority from the person, from someone else, or either from the vendor himself or someone who's a mentor, whoever it is, if you can borrow authority from someone else, at least there is a sense of reassurance that, hey, when this person is recommending something, it's coming from a place of solidity, right? So authority is the fourth key pillar. And the last thing is authenticity, last but the most important thing. It is not important to be cool. It is not important to be sophisticated. It is not important to be highly knowledgeable. None of those things are very, very important at all. Yes, knowledge is important to have authority, but as far as the other things are concerned, what is most important is that people should feel that you are real, that there's nothing fake about you, that there's nothing contrived about you. When people get a sense that this person is the real deal, he's not trying to, bullshit me or be fake or in any way, automatically there is a trust level that gets established. Even if, you don't have, or even if you are not very polished, or you're not, very cool, or in the conventional sense of the term, that's not important at all. Be authentic. That's far more important, okay? So these are the 5 pillars of building brand new. I hope you got a couple of aha moments, some light bulb moments on. Please comment in the comment sections below as to what are the defining characteristics of you as a brand. I mean, if there are some values, or if you have a certain purpose or a mission that you can see for yourself in life, or if there is a certain field in which you feel that you have a lot of authority or a lot of knowledge, what is it that can really set you apart and make you stand apart? Please put down those defining characteristics in the comment section, and I'll be very happy to read them and get to know a little bit more about you from there, right? I hope you got value out of this session and in the entire series that I've been putting forth. If you like what I'm putting down, putting out as a series, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, because then you will get notified every time I put up a new video, all right? So that's it for today. In the next video, what I'll be covering is the 5th deadly sin of affiliate marketing, which is not having a cogent traffic strategy in place. So don't miss that. Till such time, have a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next video.